Today we want to cover a part of theories on production cost in introductory microeconomic theory. We know cost means the expenses of the production unit. For confirming processes of production, we need four factors like labor, capital, land and organization. Labor and capital are treated as variable factor, whereas organizer and land treated as the fixed factor. For utilizing these four factors, we need two different types of costs as fixed cost and variable cost. For utilizing fixed factor like labor, fixed factors like land and organization, fixed cost is needed, whereas for variable factor, labor and capital, variable cost is needed. Fixed cost is mandatory to the production unit where goods are produced or not, cost is needed. As a result, fixed cost curve will always be the horizontally parallel like in figure 1 where at zero production cost remains constant at OF. In case of variable cost, it is upward rising in nature because with the production of more commodities, more factors are needed. As a result, it is upward sloping in nature. But in total cost curve, it is the combination of both fixed cost and variable cost. As a result, it will be the upward rising curve taking the vertical intercept. The total cost curve will never move from origin because it has some fixed cost, whereas variable cost moves to the origin because there is no fixed cost involved in variable cost of production. From this concept of production cost, we get the concept like average fixed cost and marginal cost. Average fixed cost and average cost and marginal cost. Average cost means the ratio between total cost and volume of output to be produced, whereas marginal cost means additional cost to produce additional volume of commodities. The important point is that total cost contains both fixed cost and variable cost. As a result, average cost contains also average fixed cost and average variable cost. That is, average cost be treated as the sum of average fixed cost and average variable cost. In analyzing the nature of average fixed cost, it is found that fixed cost remains constant whereas volume of output increases. As a result, average fixed cost curve is downward sloping in nature and asymptotic onto the horizontal axis. In case of average variable cost curve, both variable cost and volume of output increases. As a result, average variable cost curve will also be the upward rising in nature but lies below the variable cost curve. When both these average fixed cost curve and average variable cost curve summed it up, then we get average cost curve which is U-shaped in nature, that is shown in figure 3 where at point E the average cost is minimum and it is constituted through the downward sloping average fixed cost curve and average upward sloping average variable cost curve. Now, from this concept of cost, we also get the concept like marginal cost. Marginal cost means additional cost for producing additional volume of commodities. Since For producing additional volume of commodities, more variable factors costs are needed. As a result, marginal cost contains only the variable cost, and the marginal cost curve will be the upward rising cost curve because it contains only the variable cost. Now, some selected questions are given here for preparing cost theory. That is, number 1, define production cost. Number 2, analyze the nature of shape of production cost curve. Number 3, so that average cost curve will always be the U-shaped in nature in the short term period. Number 4, analyze the nature of shape of marginal cost curve. Thank you.